represents me well. She loves me and others can tell. Her heart is where my love would dwell. Talk about her man and she would rebel. I ain't ashamed, this ain't a game. She was right there in the storm and the rain. Endure the pain and the financial strain. Now she gon' shine with the fortune and fame. She gambled her life for me. She sacrificed for me. She deserves it all. It's only right, you see. No matter the price, you see. I picture me driving the foreign. Me driving the front and now my history is changing. She's my day one and there is no rearranging. She's had my back through the times when things were straining. Now she benefit from every cent I'm gaining. Listen to what I'm saying. No dividing, no compromising. She gon' ride while I keep on climbing. Just recognize we gon' keep on thriving. She believe that I'll see greatness in due timing. I picture me driving the foreign. My shawty, she riding the passenger side.
Welcome to Living Your Best Life with Life Coach Kurt. It is Monday afternoon or evening at 8 p.m. And I tell you, I got some surprises in the studio tonight. Got my family in here. Got an incredible guest here tonight. If y'all don't know, just to make sure everybody got a little peep in a bio. But we going to get into it and talk about it like it ain't no tomorrow. But first, as always, let me go ahead and say thank you to my sponsors. We got 702 Braids for you in the house tonight. Cindy said, I'm tired of listening to you. I'm going to come in and see you. And I do appreciate it. That's Cindy Michelle with 702 Braids for you. Hey, that new website she have is outstanding. And let me tell you, no more texting, no more just calling and making appointments. They got a loading site. You go on there, choose what you want to, pay that money up front, hey, guaranteed great service, and then you know that's how we get down over there at 702 Braids for you. Just ask for Cindy Michelle. You mention this show, Life Coach Kurt, or Living Your Best Life. Depending on what you're getting done, you can get that 10 to 15% discount, and that's what it's all about. Then I got Red Rum. Oh, that's my girl Jamisa. She got the mobile beauty salon, and they do everything over there. They do from head to toe. Let your feet get done right in the bus. Absolutely incredible. You call her, she comes to you. And that's my girl, Jamisa. You know, I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, but she all over Facebook working, getting it done in this heat. They put in 2 new extra air conditioners in the bus to make sure you got cool while you getting everything done. Then I have my little sis. Oh, my goodness. Courtney got the Bougie Las Vegas Girls, or Bougie Girl Vegas. That's what it is. I always say Las Vegas, but it's Bougie Girl Vegas. Just type up Bougie, she the first one that pops up. That's how important she is and how much business she get, because she first on the list when you type in Bougie for Bougie Vegas Girls, okay? Go on there. She keep me blinging like I'm singing. You know I'm looking good. Got this K on and this cross. That's how we do it with the Bougie Girls. But if you go to her site, man, they got some Afrocentric earrings that's just popping. And you got to go on there. But always remember, type in the promo, Living Your Best Life with Life Coach Kurt or Life Coach Curly, and you'll get that 10 to 15% discount as well. Now, I love that my sponsors are always here for me, always making sure that we get on here each week and every week. Sometimes if I can't make it in, I'll do an old show for you just to let you know we still love you. But now we're going to talk about one more thing. 4 weeks ago, I started the program over at Nevada Partners, and it's called Prince to King. Let me tell you, the turnout's been great. I got 3 calls today from people that I really don't know, but they asked me, How's the program? How do we get in there? I pass by there every week and I see you guys in there doing what you're doing. I want my son to get involved. Okay, so this is what I told you, and this is for everybody. We have 2 weeks left in the 6-week program, but on Monday the 19th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., we're doing a 2-hour makeup class. And I'll teach that class and we'll go over everything you missed so you can qualify for the graduation and the trip afterwards. That's what it's all about. We got a retreat going on in September out Mount Potosi. It's going to be a motivating retreat. Outstanding, all expense paid, just like this class is all expense paid. Bring your kids out, bring your boyfriend out, send everybody out. We taking all ages, okay? 16 is the lowest so they can understand the content. And then we got guys in their 30s and their 40s up in there. So don't miss out on this great opportunity. It's 2 weeks left. Like I said, if you want to make up and come in this Thursday, then the following Monday on the 19th from 4 to 6 p.m., our regular classes is from 6 to 8. But on Monday, the 19th, we're doing a 2-hour makeup class that I'll be teaching to get whoever has missed the other 4 classes, get them all up to speed so they can enjoy this incredible graduation we're going to have. It's just the plaques and everything. Don't miss out. You want to be in the house and you want to make sure. Prince the King, these boys are learning how to become men. Kings to their queens and kings in our community. So stay posted. Don't forget, Monday the 19th from 4 to 6 p.m. is the makeup class. All right. So now it's showtime, y'all. I had to get the work out of the way. Now the fun comes in. There's nothing in the world like interviewing or having a conversation with somebody you know deeply. And when I say deeply, that means they've been in Las Vegas a long time. And I've been in Las Vegas a long time. So we're going to keep it like that. So we're going to have coming up here the incredible, the amazing, the empowering, the looking out for everybody else before she looks out for herself, Miss Lyric. And then we're going to say LaShawn Borden, but it's Lyric, Miss Lyric, okay? We're going to bring her in. How you doing today?
What up, though? Listen, I was looking. I was like, where's she at? Okay. Yes. Hi. How are you?
Outstanding.
Man.
Outstanding. We're doing incredible. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule because you all over, boy. I got some stories to tell about you as we get into this conversation. You hit most cities in 1 month or in 2 months than the most people hit in the whole year. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to see what you've been doing all over the states, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's a blessing. It's always a blessing to have family in the house. There's nothing like it.
Yes.
So we're going to start out easy. I'm going to make the night easy for you.
Okay.
I just want to, you know me, it's always about conversation. But I did a little research. You know, I be scoping and I be scamming on people's pages to dig down deep so I can make sure I highlight some of your finest points in life, okay? So first I just want to open with the introduction and say, this is what I do as Coach Kirtley. I'm a life trainer, I'm a life coach, and Miss Lyric had a lot of influence on me going the direction that I did right before COVID started. She said, you got too many tools in your head. You need to line your garage together and start monetizing this information that you have and this knowledge because everybody needs it. But first of all, you got to make sure you're sitting in the right place to get it. So she sent me a link, got my certification, did some studying. And the best thing is when you're more senior like myself, life coaching comes from life experiences. And then you put them all together with some formatted education, and then you get out there and start changing people's lives. And that's what I do for a living. I want you to live your best life every day. You don't have to be rich with money. Just be rich with godliness. Just understand that you're a servant. And when you're serving others, that makes a difference in their life. Your blessings come for you. When you're not even looking at them, things just happen. And that's the blessings that I've been receiving most of my life. But now that I got them all aligned and I'm positioning myself to help more than just myself and others, it's been a blessing. So I was blessed enough that Lyric was in town and I could say, hey, let me change somebody that I got coming on the show and slide you in, and I hope they forgive me next week. So that's what we did because that's what I do. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, well, listen, I'm just a people person, man. I say an ultimate survivor. I have overcome a lot of things in life, and I'm on this quest to help people be the best version of themselves as I go on my journey myself. You know, I'm a person that likes to help people, and I just figured out how to do it with music and entertainment and fashion. So I love helping people, but it must be good.
Outstanding. That's it. I've browsed your pages so often, and it all says the same thing. Nothing on your page is truly just focused on you. It's a focused about other artists or people that are in your lives that you give an opportunity to help or just increase their exposure, because I know it's a lot of artists and a lot of entrepreneurs that's on your station, and you always glorifying their success. And not that even if you didn't have a part of it, you're still amplifying that they're walking in their purpose and they have the passion to get it done. Because that's what it's all about, your passion and purpose.
Absolutely.
Is what we do.
Passion.
You got to be passionate
Purpose.
about it. Yes. Like I tell people, passion is what drives you, but your purpose is what God sent you to do. And when you figure that out, it's not work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're doing it for the deliverance of others. And yourself is going to benefit from it, but yourself is the blessings that you get, whether it's monetary, whether it's people following you. We all into the likes and the follows and all that now in this new age, millennium world we living in. But that drives success. And it makes other people understand your true meaning of what you're helping other people do as you do in your own life, trying to make your moves to be the best you can be and take care of your family and develop everybody else. Like I always say, you look out for everybody else first, and then you slide in on the end, and hopefully everybody reciprocates the same so we all get there at the same time. Because ain't nothing like being at the top. But it's hard to stay up there because everybody down there trying to pull you down sometime, but that's okay. Absolutely. God takes care of them too.
Absolutely. God most definitely takes care of those.
That is it. So if I can ask you a short question, they all end up long questions, but what keeps you so grounded and focused? Because I've known you for approximately almost 5 years now, and I've just watched the building process from when you you was doing what you was doing before you met me, but just the climb from the time I met you, and now your climb to where you are now. What keeps you grounded and focused on your purpose and helping others?
Well, I always say it's God for me. If God be for me, who can be against me? That was just something that on this journey, because 5 years is that's a good time to say, like, when I really got serious about my transformation and living my life, my best life, just like honestly. A lot of times we're on that journey, but we're really not ready. So you got to struggle. You're back and forth on the fence, and I straddled for a long time. But right about that 5 years ago is when I went through a transition and a point where I just really, 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 had to be humbled. Straight up. Okay. Had to be humbled.
Yes.
Had to, learn my worth.
Okay.
Had to be broken. In this 5-year period, I ended up getting, pregnant, having a child, which took me somewhere I totally thought that I wasn't going. I just thought that I got to be the best auntie and godmommy in the world. I didn't think that I got to be a mom,
Right.
So, and I feel that's, before I would say the children of the world was my driving passion, because as a child, I was hurt so much. I went through some traumatic things, right? So I started loving on other people and loving on their kids.
Right.
And, I love kids, and I love to make them smile. I love to make them have great days, and ultimately want them to have great lives, especially coming from West Las Vegas, Nevada. I grew up there, and I seen a lot of poverty and a lot of things that I just didn't resonate with, and I just didn't feel like went with me. So
I got it. Not to cut you off, but you grew up in Summerlin? You said West Las Vegas.
West
Oh, the real West Las Vegas.
West Side.
Oh, West Side. 89030,
89106, okay? You know what I'm
89106.
saying? Doolittle,
That's it.
okay?
That's it.
West Las Vegas Library, Matt Kelly, okay? All
Thank
of
you.
that.
That is the heart of Las Vegas. I don't care what nobody say. That's where the beat comes from. is
Yes.
our community right there. Even
Yes.
though someone like myself that never lived on the west side but always worked within the community on the west side, why? Because they look just like me.
Right.
And these are my people, and I was sent to uplift them in any way I can and support them. So yes, growing up on the west side, boy, we got
Yes.
some stories to tell about that.
I'm trying to tell you. So that's and so much so that people think I'm from other places. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, buddy. You know, like when I go to the west side, I have to let them know, like, hey, I just look bougie, but
Yeah.
really I'm not. You know, don't listen, Linda, honey, no, don't make me do this.
That's it. That's it. You gotta let
You
'em
know, you gotta let them know I'm from here. You feel me? You good? What's good? All right,
That's
we good?
good.
All right, come on,
That's
family.
it.
Y'all good? All right, you want $1? I got you.
Yeah, we always gotta help. Always.
Yes, but just looking at that, bro, I just never felt like, especially being, a black woman. We had the Cosbys, and that's it.
that was
And I wanted that. I wanted what my version of that was. So
Right.
I guess I kind of went on that quest, and then just trying to help other kids, and then I ended up getting my own kid. And so now my focus is I'm creating something which is the Legacy Foundation, which is for building children, building talented and creative kids, and just pouring into them. And it's because I feel like I want to make sure my baby good, so I want to make sure everybody's baby's good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Each one reach one, each
Absolutely.
one teach one. That's what
Absolutely.
it's all about. So if you hear tribe, let me tell you something. It truly doesn't mean that or determine one's success is where they come from. It's where they finish at. And that's one of those journeys. That's like that dash in the
Yes.
middle on the tombstone, your sunrise and your sunset. That sunset is guaranteed. We don't know if we're going to be born. That's by chance. But one thing's guaranteed. You're going to have a sunset. And that dash is the legacy you build while you're making this journey. Or like Nip say, the marathon. You know, the marathon,
Yeah.
because it is. I mean, it's an everyday thing, and you can't take a day off. If you want to be successful in living your purpose,
Yeah.
you have to understand that.
Yeah, no days off, no
No days
sleep.
off. No.
When you're living in order to help people be better, it's sometimes you go into overdrive. I'm just learning balance, and it's a daily learn for me. But self-care, is very important, and and learning that has been, valuing who's important in you, going back
Right.
over relationships, like, sometimes you get so busy that you forget what's important, who's important,
Right.
so it's like sometimes you just have to slow down, pump your brakes, right, and analyze, like, what do I want to do with my life,
Right.
and then decide what you want to do and just execute.
Done the best way you can.
The
It's all
best
about
way,
execution.
and don't worry about perfection, because this is the great thing. Like, for those that are believers, right? The great thing about believers is if you believe what you believe in, God got you. So
Hey,
just go ahead
hello
and
now.
win-win.
Speak on it. Speak on it. So, as I was thumbing through the pages of your Facebook life, I skipped over to your IG life. Then I hit a couple of other WWs.
Yes.
Tell me a little about the She Powerment platform.
Wow. So the She Empowerment platform is a women empowerment. It was initially a movement of, just me getting those women that, consistently support me, that's been a part of my journey. That's my, my tribe.
Right, exactly.
And my tribe is growing consistently. So I had to, make a business out of it. And in that, I ended up doing a documentary, which is what I'm here to finish, on overcoming my childhood trauma of being raped at Doolittle Park, right? So
Right.
just say what it is. And going through that process, I had all of these women that came to me, saying that they experienced being molested, that they could relate. Thank you so much for sharing. What can we do to help? So then I was like, yo, She Empowerment. The She stands for strength, honor, endurance. So in the power, what that means, and in the empowerment, so it's just like bringing those things together, and me having that platform and creating a platform and a safe place for women that have been abused, and then it went from there, and it's just grown its own legs. I mean, Kurt, I'm just so amazed at what God has connected with this, because all I did was be obedient and say, hey, I care about you. Here's a place for you I don't know what it is yet. Okay.
Right.
Let's just figure this thing out the best way I can. But I know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna authentically love and help you the best that I can. That I can guarantee. Whatever this is, business, we'll figure it out. And we figured it out that it's a production company.
Outstanding. Congratulations. And through that production company, I just want to go, you know, there's some of your music. So
Yes.
let's tie your music into the empowerment and see where that leads us as far as how women feel, or it's usually it's women when we're talking about the trauma. They kind of forget the guys and leave us out because we have our own issues and our own traumas. But
Right.
we know most of the time we focus on our queens first.
Right.
Because without them we can't even make any more kings or queens. So we need to take care of them first. How does your music transition into that movement, and that's why they appreciate you for what you do so much?
Right. So the dope thing about it is I'm authentic. I'm an authentic artist. I have no concerns to please any person on this planet. I'm inspired by God to do what I do. So that's number one. My creating field is I create whatever God inspires me to create.
Okay.
And every time I do that, it ends up helping somebody. I hear that saved my life. And one of the things is before I was pursuing, gospel and inspirational music, I was just a regular artist. And I was sought out by a lot of people that are known.
Okay.
However, I'm not a sellout.
Right.
I didn't want to be a woman that dealt with a casting couch. That wasn't happening.
Okay.
So I just you know what, I'll be independent. I'll make my own decisions. I'll show y'all that I can do this how I want to do it. So then now I don't even have to do music ratchet like that.
Right.
I don't have to because I was doing it like that really because that's what y'all said sells. So since, and I'm swagged out and I got lyrics and I'm talented, so boom, I can rock with you. I'll go that way.
Right.
But that's what a lot of artists do because who are you? Are you the next this? Are you the next that? Are you no. Be individual.
Right.
Rock, create your lane. I'm like, if I'm gonna be the next anybody, I'm gonna be the next Missy. I'm gonna be the next Queen Latifah. And what I say, meaning they came out and they put people on.
Yeah. Exactly.
They created mega hits with their own sound. They came in a time that it was needed, and they came and they created a platform.
Outstanding.
So that's what I look to do, bro. Like I feel like anytime you have a microphone, you have the opportunity to make a difference. And I didn't want to be the one that was responsible for kids listening to my music and following in my footsteps because I know the real story behind what happened. So I said, everybody else is doing that, and that's cool. You can tell by me that I live life. So I'm never going to lose my swag and my sauce and my drip. Right?
Hey, now.
So, but I can lose the cussing.
Hey, hello.
I'm educated and intelligent enough to know that I can deliver lyrics
Okay.
without having to be vocal.
Right.
So,
Hey,
and that's
Will
what I'm,
Smith.
yeah, hey, you feel me? Get jiggy with it. Nah, what?
Not one
That's
cuss
moves.
word. Yeah.
That's moves.
That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. Legacy moves, making things that, that can make ultimate change.
Okay.
I used to think Will Smith was corny at one point. But once I really understood the power of words and life and death is in your tongue, I got real choosy about what I said on the mic.
That is so true. And this is a quote, not by me. It's by he's a young mentor. I look up to what he does. But he said, when your knowledge came up, not saying you were sagging, but when your knowledge came up, your pants came up. So when your knowledge came up, it switched the way you delivered your lyrics because you figured out there is a better way than having to go the course that everybody else is going. And we've seen the success that comes out of that. And there's a whole group of individuals or a group of people that enjoy that much better than what we get delivered today.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I'm like, so you think, and this is the part that I love about me, and I resonate so much with Nipsey because I got a heart for independence, and especially like, do you. I'm not here to tell anybody, not to cuss in your music. Listen, I'm not your God. I'm not here to put you in heaven or hell. Do you. But I'm saying, What
You.
as for me
Ah.
and my platform,
Right.
okay,
Exactly.
we will speak positivity and it will be lit.
Right. There you go. Exactly. Man. That's
It
what
will.
it's all
It will
about.
be lit. It
That's
will
why
be fun.
artists
It's
become
the
artists.
energy.
You know, really. When they
Yes.
become artists, and you know, if you have the management or the team that understands you for you and don't try to put you out there just for the dollar gonna come. And it might not even be in that venue. It might come in a different way. You got a production company. I still do music, but I'm putting other people on as well. And I'm putting
Exactly.
people out here that are speakers, that are, they might be in real estate.
Actors.
Yeah, all that.
Like I don't even know what I want to do, but I want to do something. Hey,
Hey.
come on, come
That's
to
it.
Dream Academy. We
That's
got
it.
you.
That's it. we gonna peel back the layers in your brain and find out what you're passionate about. What would you do for free, but you can end up getting paid for it?
Right.
Then it's not work.
Then it's not work.
It's not work.
And I'll
It's
teach
not
you
work.
how to monetize that because I am the beautiful beast.
That's it. I bear witness. I bear witness. All right, let's look at this. How we doing? We're doing great. So, this one is kind of, it could be on your music or your artist side, or it could be on your personal side. But let's put them both together. What would you say has been your biggest accomplishment personally and professionally so far? Because the journey is still it's in the beginning. It's still got a whole lot of room to grow. We young, and the time is on our side still. So what would you say to that?
So, whew, my biggest accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, and you the only one determines what
Yeah,
the accomplishments are.
Yeah. I would say, going on the journey for my healing.
Okay.
You know, I feel that was my missing piece. That was the part that allowed me to have just that little emptiness. You can go. Me, I'm 100% authentic. I want to be 100. 99 is not 100. That's off. So it's like I don't want to put myself out here. I didn't really put my project out. I didn't really complete it. I didn't really put the energy behind what I was doing, bro, because I was, in a sense, in fear that, like, I was going to mess up and fail somebody, So on this, it's like, don't worry about it. Be true and authentic to who you are. And you can't, perfect imperfection. That's what God does. Let
Right.
Him handle
Let
that.
Him handle
And
that.
you just go out there and you do this and let everything else, that's the overthinking and the perfecting. So I would say when I, stop becoming a perfectionist
Right. Okay.
and start, letting stuff go and chilling out and the healing, that journey. I feel like I'm very happy about that because that now allows me to really thrust into my full purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There
so
you go,
I'm
'cause,
excited.
we get so caught up in what everybody else thinks. Does it really matter?
Not at all.
But we as people, as individuals, we want to shine. We want everybody to succeed. We want everybody to win. But that might not always be realistic.
Right. Because
Okay.
everybody's not winners.
Yeah.
That's just-
we have to fail a few times and go through those changes to be delivered on the other side to actually meet our purpose.
Absolutely.
Sacrifices. Some people make sacrifices that are absolutely incredible. My sacrifice from just leaving corporate America and wanting to do my own thing, planned it pretty good, but then COVID came, so now you have to do them adjustments and see where you're going to pivot. But it's who you surround yourself with that helps you helps you through that journey and don't let you down.
Right.
Don't let
right.
you get depressed and, hey, come on, I got you. You had this idea. Well, what we going to do with it? And you need to surround ourselves with people like that.
Absolutely.
Outstanding.
Absolutely. You have to find people that vibe high, that want something out of life. You cannot hang out with pigeons and be an eagle. It's not going to happen. Pigeons don't fly. Okay? Stop it.
They do not
Pigeons
fly.
they don't. They
don't.
hang on the block
Yep.
chilling
all
all day.
day. Looking for the scraps they can get.
Right. If they had pigeon drugs, they'll be selling those. You know what I mean? It's like, no,
That's
you're
it.
not a pigeon. You don't, eagles and pigeons don't hang together. And that's what you have to do. You have to identify and say, hey, I am worth it. I'm worth having my magnificent life. I want these things, and it's okay to want those things and have done some bad things.
Yes, yes.
And it's okay. It's okay. You're not perfect. Nobody ever will be.
Right.
You know, it's
Exactly.
not cliche. It's like, forget about it. Do the best you can. Wake up, try again. Wake up, try again. You know what Aaliyah said: first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again.
Self off. Okay. So traveling. I got some places. Okay. Man.
Ooh.
Started out in Atlanta,
Ooh.
then chilled in D.C.
Ooh.
Whoop, turned around and went to Philly.
No, geez.
Slung over to the West Coast of Las Vegas, then hit L.A. Then for some odd reason decided to go back to the Midwest and was in Montgomery, Alabama. I thought you was down there trying to use one of them water fountains that said white folks only, but they say they don't have them no more, so that's okay.
Well,
Then we came to Miami, put on the swimsuit, was out there doing your thing. I'm like, go ahead now. And then at the end of it, one of my favorite places, Austin, Texas. It reminds me of Berkeley, California. It's just freewheeling, good living, good food, and everybody love everybody. So tell us about that journey.
Well, everything is production.
Okay.
Production or music.
Right.
Just really on this journey, just connected with a beautiful, beautiful movement in Atlanta, BPU, Black People United.
Okay.
Just working on really helping, our people in the marketplace. Helping with production, helping, I keep calling it Dream Center. Like, we're Dream Central. Come on down. We'll help you with whatever it is you need. And just working with this like-minded individuals. Dr. Angie out of I was going to say Los Angeles, but she's out of Atlanta. Just doing some amazing things there and just wanting to branch out and just, we're connecting those dots. We are the marketplace. We are the change that we want to see. We can't, I'm not going to sit up and what? Give me myself. Okay, we don't have to, you don't have to, we're not going to, okay, fine. If you don't want to give, because some people not getting PPP, some people not getting this funding, some people still struggling. But, I mean, really, if you tap in, because you're no different than the next person that didn't have anything, that put all of their energy into it and made it.
Right.
You're just 1 second from that happening.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's just like, if we can show this by showing, that's what She Powerment and that's what, BPU, that's what we're, doing together, is bringing these stories to light. Telling people stories, giving you news, showing you the kids out here that's winning, showing you the people that's out here winning, and that all look like you.
Yes.
So it's exciting. So I'm very, very excited about just working with my people. I love working with all people, but to be able to work with my people in this capacity, things have shifted. Really shifted. We're getting so much love right now, and people just really connecting the right people if you're in alignment. You know what I mean? So
you have to be in alignment. That's
yeah.
true. And it's who you surround yourself by, or who you make those connections with. I remember one time I heard you say, I just don't want to, I just hate letting people down. But it happens.
Yeah.
And if those are people that are supposed to be in your circle, they understand.
Yeah.
They don't take it personal.
They don't take it personal.
We know how business runs and things happen, but we still here to support you and get you through it. And hey, I might have missed out on this one, but I know another one's coming.
Absolutely.
And that's that mentality. And so we seek people that have that kind of mentality, because things happen. It ain't the end of the world, okay?
It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down.
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
that's it. Exactly.
Find somebody. If you can't, it can't be everybody all the time.
Right. Exactly.
It can't be everybody all the time. Sometimes you have to, it starts with you. You have to make that decision to be successful in whatever success is to you. You have to write down, this is what, I can't look at life coach Kurt over here and say, well, I will be successful if how many followers he got, if, what kind of car he got, like, you can admire those things and admire people, but understand, what is for you is for you, and first you must decide, what do you want, and then you can go after that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some upcoming projects. What you got coming on? Let
the
audience, it's about 5,000 people out there just waiting to hear what you got going on. So go ahead and lay this into that.
Okay, so what I'm super excited about is I'm releasing everything.
Nice.
I have worked probably like 3 years straight grinding.
Yes.
Grinding. all my life, grinding all my life. I'm just shooting. And you guys are going to see some amazing things that I worked on. I've shot like 2 movies, okay? I have a musical. I have a documentary. I have a album. I have a journal. I have a membership. And I have a show that is helping entrepreneurs, put their business out there and sell their products. So, and it's just so many things that I have that I'm collaborating on. You would just pretty much have to follow me and check it out because it's gonna move pretty fast, pretty swift, and pretty consistent.
Outstanding.
Work though.
Work. Yes. It definitely work. So I know most of us have our own inspire, whether we're inspired by God or whether we're inspired by our family. What would you say has been one of the most consistent avenues or visions or something that keeps you inspired to not give up on this dream and put the work in to keep going? What inspires you?
I like to use examples. I like to look at other people in a way of seeing when their success and knowing that their stories, of knowing that they hurdle. So you got people that I'm inspired by, like Steve Harvey.
Okay.
I'm inspired by Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
I'm inspired by Missy. I'm inspired by Queen Latifah. I'm inspired by 50 Cent. It's like I'm inspired by Jeff Bezos. I'm inspired by those who I feel like I resonate with. I feel like, I have big ideas. I have big dreams.
Right.
But at certain times in my life, I didn't have enough resources, or I might have mismanaged some things. I might not have been ready at that time. But I feel that I'm no different than any other billionaire or even higher than that, because I know that God gives me brilliant ideas. And just being a person to get into the execution of it is really truly what the goal. What the goal is, and keeps you going. Is just like, if that can happen for Tyler Perry, if that can happen for her, if she didn't tap out, if he didn't tap out, the only thing that they didn't do was give up.
Right, exactly.
So as long as I don't give up, I might get drugged a little bit. Whew.
That's it. The journey ain't easy. It's got some bumps and bruises.
So I'm going to tell y'all right now, because I'm going to be out here flexing. I'm definitely going to be out here like God did it. I promise you, because God did some stuff I ain't been able to talk about, but I'm going to put God on blast and show people what happens when you stay down.
Right, exactly.
When you stay down to your vision and true to your goals and don't give up.
That's it. You can't give up.
You can't. That's when you lose.
Well, it's permanent.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay? When you give up
You're a
or
loser.
you quit, it's permanent. It's done.
Lost.
You lost.
You lost. There's no coming back from a loss. You lose.
The L is there. Okay?
Don't do it.
That's it. Now, you have a lot of information. They didn't put it up there. But give us where people can contact you. We're not done, but I like to get this now because at the end I kind of be rushing and I don't want to miss out on how people can get in touch with you.
Okay.
Your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube, your HisTube, your Twitch, all that. Where can we find you at?
Make it so easy. If you can find the website, you would just do I am MsLyric.com. All of my social media is there. I just started branding I am Miss Lyric, so my Instagram. So if you want, I'm more active on It's God For Me. So ITSGODFORME, It's God For Me. That's where I'm currently active. I am building my Instagram, my new, my new, it's like put everything all in one place. Yes. And that's the place that you can find me. I am Miss Lyric for my music, and it does have everything business that you would like to know, anything about production. If you want to share your story, if you want to support or be a part of Shepowerment, and we don't only work with women because I was raised by a man, so we know that I bring the men in with the He Powerment. So
Yes,
we
empowerment,
have some
okay.
amazing things we're working on for the brothers and for the men. So I'm excited about that. So you can catch me on ShePowermentTV.com. And that's everything
ShePowermentTV.com.
production. So you got everything music, IamMissLyric.com, everything production, ShePowermentTV.com.
Outstanding. So we got that, and I'm sure that'll be in the feed soon. Okay, so one of the greatest things about you actually you just touched on it because we just talked about not quitting, not giving up. What do you think are some of the reasons why people actually? Is it support that they give up?
Yeah.
That they quit? They lose their drive?
Yeah.
The journey's too rough. We done had too many setbacks.
Too many.
Yeah. So
Too many.
So and you already told us what keeps you motivated. What's keeping you going is just who inspires you. You see what's out there, and you see how that 1% of people made it. And the key thing was they didn't quit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that was good.
And that's what a person, that's what you have to do. Like I feel that people don't get to that place because it does get hard, and if Corona and this COVID thing, man, it was one of I couldn't even explain. I'm still scratching my neck, my head, my back, my feet, my pinky toe.
Right.
It's like, what was that?
What was that?
What in the world is
nowhere.
going on?
Yes.
What is this? I've never in my whole life of living. You sounding like you've been here 102 years. I never in my whole life seen nothing like this. My niece is talking about. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I really haven't. I'm like, have you? Then you got to go ask people up to 80 years old. Have you seen anything
something?
like
Right,
this?
exactly.
Like, what is this? So I understand that, it's been back-to-back deaths. Before COVID. So that's why God was, you seen the things I was going through. So God had already been preparing me in a sense, preparing me for virtual.
Right.
Y'all, I was talking to you about virtual stuff. You was like, what you think, sis? But you're right. I didn't know what I was talking about, but preparing for what's happened right now,
yes.
right now at this time. And it's just, you can't allow anything to get you down so much that you can't get up. Like, sometimes you can take a break. If you feel like it's too much, like, a lot of people have church hurt. I'm going to speak on that. I got some real good series that I'm doing on church hurt because I really want people to stop letting these pastors and these people hold you back. I don't care what they've done to you. They are not God.
Thank you. Hello.
And it works for the pastors because now people can stop treating you like you God and stop putting so much pressure on you as to where pastors can stop killing themselves and stop doing things. It's balance. You have to understand that people are human. People make mistakes.
Yep.
Give people they opportunities for their L's, long as you know how to come correct and fix those mistakes and try the best that you can. If it's good, just let stuff be.
Oh, yeah, that's
Stress.
it.
You can't stress.
You can't
That
stress.
do it. Stress is what. And then when you're stressing and you have people in your environment that's not supporting you, so then it just keeps piling on. So then everything that, these people, they can't, and you just attracting more and more of that garbage to you because you want it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're asking for it. You're like, give me the garbage. I want the garbage. No, I don't. Yes, I do. They not supporting me. Don't say that out your mouth. Power in the deaf is life in the tongue.
Right.
Don't say that out your mouth. They're not supporting. I don't need. God is supporting me. I'm supporting myself. I believe in me. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. That's why you have this
self-talk.
positive affirmations.
Yes.
You have to speak life or you will die, especially in these times. That's why, and you can't listen to that garbage music all the time. I'm a speak on it. You can't keep listening to that trash and get nothing going in your brain. This is your ears and your eyes. They are, every minute that you're looking at this phone is something there to destroy you.
Yes.
To distract you,
Yes.
to throw you off.
Yes.
And that's a period. So you have to have enough sense, parents, people, to guard them yourself, to make sure that your kids ain't getting that, because that's why all these kids wanting to kill themselves, because they listening to death.
Right.
You're not giving them, they don't have options. So that's why I feel like I've been created to create a platform where they can have options, where it still sounds good to them, where they want to participate because they just want to have fun and they want to listen to good music. But we sold them something else and we've allowed that. And since we like it, we're putting it on the kids. I get really passionate about music, but because it's so much destruction that's being put out right now. And like I said, I'm not telling anybody what to do in their lane, but I'm just saying, be careful of what you're allowing to come into your ears. If you're only listening to that, when I used to only listen to Tupac, my ambitions as a rider, I felt like riding on somebody. Okay, what do you think is gonna happen?
That's so true. We just talked about that in the class too. I went around the room and asked them, what do you listen to the first thing in the morning? Because that kind of dictates your day.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you got to start with something positive affirmations or something. Me, jazz. That's me. That just gets me going in the right mood of the day. And then that's in the house. Then when I get in the car, it's 105.7 because I want to see Steve Harvey in the morning. Get some of that juice, to keep me going, to keep me positive. Because you know what? I'm a servant. And you can't serve if you ain't right.
Right.
If I got the wrong mentality and I'm going into a classroom, I'm going to work with some students, and I'm bringing all this negative energy, what benefit is that to them?
Absolutely.
Why should I put that on them when they had nothing to do with when my morning started? Like I tell people all the time, it makes a difference how you approach life in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Dictates the rest of your day. So, now, sis, this is what I'm telling you. This is the fun part. These are my fun questions. I actually might know the answer to two of them because you mentioned it earlier. I'm going to just see which one of them you're going to pick out. But I don't want you to lose your mindset or nothing on it. Don't think too far into it.
Okay, because I'm a thinker.
Yeah,
now,
you get like analytical in there and be like, well, is it a cucumber? Is it a tomato? Or something like that. So, what's your favorite word? I'm going to answer back and forth with you. So you're going to give yours and I'm going to give mine.
Okay, so what's my favorite word?
And you got to tell why.
Okay, so my favorite word and why. Oh, my goodness. See, that's what you was talking about. Don't get to thinking about it too deep. Okay, my favorite word and why. God.
Good. Because he's the believer. That's it. He says us so.
He put me
here. The boss is in the house. We got Natrail.com in the house, folks. He done walked through. What's up now, boss? That's the grand producer right there, artist and everything. What an incredible producer. I'm just glad that he allows me to have a platform here where I can talk about the things and teach the things like that. And it's about 12 of us now, and it's just really incredible. We think what BU Radio does for us. So your word was God, and I know why, because he's the Almighty. Okay, my word is grateful. I'm really grateful to be able to get up each morning and be a better man than I was the day before. Yeah, that's a grateful.
Yes.
Okay, if you can have one superpower, what would it be?
Ooh. I would have like a magic wand, and I can grant people one wish.
Oh, nice. See, that's something positive. See,
fairy.
One wish.
Yes, I'll get to be like a real fairy godmother.
Okay. Me, myself, I want to be able to hear what women think, like Taraji P did in that movie she made. What men think. Just a superpower that I could turn on, because some things you don't want to hear.
No, I'm about to
I could turn it on.
I'm about to say, is this a turn offable?
Yes.
Okay, because you'll
fully
be like,
controllable.
Women think? Do you? I was just 5 different places.
Boy, look at
2
him.
minutes.
Hey, I think that would just be a great superpower to have and turn on and off as needed. Okay.
No.
All right. So.
No bad power.
If you were a type of food, what would you be?
I would be something delicious.
Okay.
Let's see what's delicious.
She's thinking like, what's the best
thing that I love? I would be a delicious fried chicken. Yeah, nice. I would be something solid like that. Okay. Like everybody want that. Like, fried chicken, bring it in.
Yeah. I would like to be a cordon bleu filet mignon wrapped in applewood bacon. Because you know what? I can't eat beef. But everybody, if I was everybody be gonna eat me. I'm just saying, I mean, hey. It's a food. And the last question. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, 24 hours, who would you choose?
Honestly, I would choose.
Dead or alive, it don't matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
dead or alive.
Yeah.
But then they say, you already know I'm gonna say Tupac.
Right, okay, Tupac.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
And why would you choose Tupac?
I would choose because I feel that he is one of the greatest artists. I feel like I feel that that's a good person to learn from.
Okay.
To be, spoken into, because I know that he's a life giver. I know that he speaks. So I feel that I'm on a similar path, and I would definitely want to have some conversations about how to proceed with certain things.
You're outstanding. And that is really great because everybody looks at certain things a certain way. And if that's the one that, because his lyrics was deep, but his personality and the person he was really deeper than what we got to see.
Yeah.
Growing up in Marin County in the Bay Area, dealing with the Black Panther Party, understanding growing up in that era, it's a different mindset than what we have today.
Absolutely.
Completely different mindset.
Absolutely.
And that's a beautiful one. I would like to be, I've switched up a few times because it's a lot of people just for one day I like to be. I wanted to be Jeff Bezos for a day just to see how he felt during the pandemic, becoming the first trillionaire because everybody's sitting at home spending money. Mm-hmm. That was very interesting how that one company capitalized on the pandemic better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Another one that I found out today, not to put his business out there, but my best friend during the pandemic, and I'm with, I already know his head, but his company, a small company, made $1.4 million during the pandemic. $1.4 million. He told me that today, and I was like, wow.
I need to interview him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's incredible, and that's my best friend, David Flack. Not many people probably know who he is because he's a quiet guy, but he's really embedded in the community. We've done years of work together. I mean, he's put me on to so many things. He taught me so much. And we was in a meeting today with somebody else that we used to work with. And I was explaining, he kept saying, oh, John Curley, John Curley, John Curley. And I'm like, there would be no John Curley in the compass of what you guys know if it wasn't for this guy right here. Because he brought the best of me out in a situation that he wanted me to be a part of and to help grow. So when y'all say, oh, Kurt this, Kurt that, I didn't do that by myself. I had some coaching. I had coaching every day for 6 years of my life with this one person. And he's an incredible guy.
Yeah.
So that's who I would be for a day. Even though I know a lot about him, but it's just funny. He reminds me of the Simpsons family. They're really cool people. But so outstanding. I've loved what we got to do today. We got some upcoming events coming. You got the She Empowerment movement going. You're going to bring some guys on. Yes, I'll be there. Wherever it is, I got to fly out there and do my thing.
Yes.
But, hey, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank you for coming on the show this afternoon because it's all about reaching people who are living in their purpose. And I can honestly say over the past 5 years, I've watched you grow and really living in your purpose and not leaving nobody behind. You giving everybody the opportunity. If they don't take it, that's on them. But the door is open.
Absolutely.
Whether we at church or we on the stage, the door is open.
The door is
okay?
open.
All right. All right. Now, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight, hanging in there with Life Coach Kurt, living your best life every day. Each one reach one, each one teach one. Stay blessed and highly favored.
Why they so jealous? Natural. DT 702. Then I guess you got it like that. Dick in the thighs and that ass so fat. They hate it when you get attention. When you walk by, they don't say nothing. They jealous. They be jealous. Them hoes, they so jealous. They be jealous. when she walk in. Superstar paparazzi start flocking. As the beat starts knocking, shorty hit the dance floor, ass start dropping. She's truly independent. She's grinding and she's winning. The other girls pretending, not stopping till she finished. She ain't got no man unless you got them bands. No chance. Why these hoes be hating? The drama they're creating, but it ain't even phasing you, 'cause you're amazing. You got it like that. In the thousand and that's so fast, so fast. When you get attention, when you walk by, don't say nothing. They're jealous, yeah. They be jealous. Them hoes so jealous. They be jealous. She like the room when she enters. Everyone's attention, she is the center. Fellas double take when they see her. Watch her transform as the beat hits the speaker.